Midway through your career, you found yourself fighting to keep your starting position.
Yeah, fortunately, I already had plenty of experience doing that thanks to high school and college. I can clearly remember the day Coach called me into his office to tell me they signed him. I couldn't shake feeling there was more to this than what Coach was telling me. Looking back, it should have been obvious what was about to happen. Of course, the signing came up at the next press conference, and the reporter's question made me realize just how serious things were. I think we all knew this was only the start of what was going to turn out to be a long battle. The next day, he made it very clear management was looking to replace me. Still, we had a job to do. No hard feelings, but plenty of tension. It wasn't his fault, but I wasn't looking forward to spending the rest of the year defending my position.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We gotta get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to work? I'm ready to work. Are you ready to work? If you are, then go out and prove it to me. Show me what you got.
Let's go now. Lightning, AC. Come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Head the street. And go. Ready? Rocco 80. Street. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
If I was feeling any unease during practice, it didn't show. Just the opposite, in fact. The reporters thought I was looking better than ever. It was all true, of course. I spent the off-season practicing every chance I got. But it was also a public declaration. Anything he can do, I can do better.
today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
You know, speaking of the starting running back, and I use that term loosely, Charles, because they brought in some competition for the veterans. Some say it's because they just wanted to kind of nudge him a little. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they try the right side here. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10. Right their own 22-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 14 carries, 66 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And it is now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, It changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Cook. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose. Because maybe...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As the Bears push further out in front. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
17-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Logan toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Raekwon Davis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Vikings send out their punter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. That's taken inside his own 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
Now they try the right side here.
Oh,
they hit him in the
fuck.
backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down and 10 yards to go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears add on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And it's up and good. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And now look at him go. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw again. Logan. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Logan, the quick slant caught. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 2 now, second and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of time.
He's got the lane, and
Showtime
there he
today,
goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 96 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point safely through. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Logan over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning in. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears defense gearing up as they take the field. And they have been popping the ball free here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. From the gun, Robinson going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
3 down.
2nd and 4. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting set.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
One play at a time.
Tre'Davious
Here we
White
go.
with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Logan, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And now the ball's out. fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. At the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this match. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now they try the right side here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've have been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 20.
Right.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 44 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short, now a hit and a loose football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Eddie Goldman picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To throw on second down. Logan setting up the screen for Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation.
Yo, matey. How you doing, homie? I wouldn't be able to either. Oh, are ya? That's a bummer. Great. Oh, it was probably a scam then. Because if it was really the cops calling you, it would have been a human. Yeah, they'd come and arrest you if they had a warrant and they thought they knew where you were. They'd knock on the door of your parents and answer. They'd put the warrant on her chest. She'd grab it, she'd read it, and they'd search the house while she was reading it. Who knows, you might have not have had one and that might have gave you one. You want to watch my share play? Oh, okay, but it's only a minute. Football, it's only a minute 28 left in the fourth. Last quarter. I'm winning 111-0.
And great practice time during the week, and even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe not try.
No, I just know when to juke, when to hurdle, when to stiff arm, when to audible.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just
yeah, of course, in the Bears.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
I'm in the 2025 season.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I won the division championship twice and the Super Bowl once.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Let's just be frank. They're playing
don't recall.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
Nice.
Because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that.
Hold on.
This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify
Come on,
what's
let's do it,
really
guys.
gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just locked.
What? Yeah.
And it's been ugly from the get-go. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Come on, guys. Help me get into the end zone. Here we go, baby.
And he will get into the end zone. It's
Bada boom, bada bing,
touchdown.
fucking ding, ding, ding.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their
I do not own
motivation,
any
because if
rights
it's
to any
me,
music you may hear in this
I'm pulling on the
broadcast.
reins a little bit,
This
but
is how we
I don't
do
think it's in their
it.
DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I
This
think his
is
opinion
how we
is,
do
you
it.
stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Break it down, y'all.
A while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary.
Humpty.
3-play drive.
That rides
And
with
it's culminated
Humpty.
by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. So this one in the win column for the
Oh,
Chicago
yeah, we
Bears.
win.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well.
Oh, wow,
Possession,
fuck.
exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Chicago, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Holy fuck. I wonder, I hope the coach is satisfied with that game. Did they get you? Oh shit, coach called me into his office.
So when coach called me in, I figured it was to lock me in as the starter. But things are never quite that simple. The matter still wasn't settled, and I'd have to be ready for anything and everything.
5:40 something a.m. No, I got up at 10. p.m. Yep. Yeah. I know. I like this one. Well, this guy thinks he can come in and take my fucking position. He's got another thing coming, you Mexican fucking cocksucking whore. Players. Starting halfback.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see
Running back.
attitude today.
Offense.
Today. What I want to know is who's ready to get better.
Hold on.
Ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work?
Gotta focus on this training.
Let's get out there and do it.
Oh, I almost didn't make it. That was a close play.
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common. Great practice habits. Today was a great practice. And if we do that every day, there's no reason we can't win a championship.
I got a gold medal in practice outside zone running. Because I'm the best in the league. Of extraordinary gentlemen. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Hold on, cutscene, I do believe. I think I earned my spot. I scored on the first try of everyone.
I had a great practice, but afterwards, something felt wrong. The trainers noticed it too.
Fuck. I got an injury.
Definitely not the best timing, but I'd already worked so hard to keep my place, I couldn't let anything slow me down.
Fuck. Will sore ankle lead to the bench? I'm hearing that this ankle bang up is minor enough that this guy can still play, but does it threaten his starter status? Fuck me. I'm gonna go have a cigarette, bud. I'm nervous. Alright. I'll hop and chat on my phone. symbol. Yeah, to our me. That's how you do it, bud. When they came out with that big update last year for the PlayStation where they switched around the parties, they added this for the PlayStation app when they moved the messages to PlayStation app too. The PlayStation messages are no longer on PlayStation messages. Everything's on PlayStation app. You can even buy games from your damn phone. And then you can even download them from your phone. You can start it if your PlayStation's on. You can start downloading them. So like say for instance you bought $100 gift card for PlayStation at your grocery store. Well, on your way home you could type in the gift card and you could buy a game, and if your PlayStation's on, while you're in the car you can start downloading your game. I'm stuck on a mission. But man, it's like no matter how silent I am, or if I go into any poison, I die within the first few guys, and it's even on casual. Chasing the ghost. Hitman 2. Mamba. Mumbai. Yep. I'm coming back upstairs, bud. Huh. Is the game cheating ya? Hold on.
The day before the next game, I met with Coach since he decides who's
Coach.
active, and he wasn't convinced I was ready.
Medical says you're clear to play on that ankle, but I'm leaning toward Huntley starting this one. Why should you start instead? The team knows my play style and they're depending on me to lead to a win.
I guess I'd made a good case because he agreed to start me. Still, it would take everything I had to rise to the challenge.
today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, yeah. You can do it, bud.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now. It's Cummings. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. To throw is Robinson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let the...
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff think...
Yes, I'm here, bud.
It makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he works free.
One play at a time.
Touchdown,
Here we go.
Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bears will add on to their lead. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Man, they gotta let him play.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Love now to pass on first down. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little
Come on, guys, we can do this.
There's so much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As the Bears push further out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Love from the gun. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Pushing his way inside the 40. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And these are the games hitting pay dirt as we see as many times as he has that running backs dream about, right?
It's okay to be selfish in this circumstance, isn't it, partner? Because this selfishness, getting to the end zone time and again, only helps your team. This is where it's okay to put up big numbers and people don't worry about it. This is really, really good performance.
It's been an unbelievable performance. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right.
A plus play to the running back.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Bears continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because
get her done, bud.
Coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Packers, nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now they try the right side here. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Brandon, he's on his way to a big day. He's punched in a couple already, and you know he's seeking more.
Now the try here for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. We focus our attention on the Bears defense now. And so far, their game plan, whatever it's been on this side of the football, working pretty well.
And I like where you went there, the game plan. You know that they spent all week watching tape, evaluating, putting together that game plan that they thought would be effective. But there's nothing like seeing it actually work on game day. What we're seeing here, wow, what a performance by them so far.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll run on first down. Cummings. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Open man here. Sims complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Steven Sims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a handoff looking right.
A cross play to the running back.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Robinson looking to throw on second down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Yeah, they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay,
I'm doing good.
Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get things started up in Motown. The Jets paying a visit to Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. The Lions seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Zach Pascal, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're all... already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Robinson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground.
Come on, guys, we can do this.
Controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Well, now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Right back to him on first down. And now running right through him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving and keep grinding clock.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears add on. Good decision to keep the football and then some really good running to find the end zone.
And so much for scouting, because you know they went over this in practice on the defensive side, that you have to protect the edges in that RPO, that he may tuck it and keep it himself. Instead, he crashed down, and off he went.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Love now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third down, Love. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Give me a big... Oh, that swallowed me up.
Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Robinson. And he's able to find Diggs. The 30.
Got it.
10. 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And
Yes.
He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Finally, they didn't make it to the 30-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Bears.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And he puts it through. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again.
Mister, I got loads of fucking armor.
Taken from about the 12.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
GTA's a lot like that too.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Now a handoff looking right.
They should have put a stamp on
there.
there.
They're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw now, here's Love. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Packers coach is pissed. The Green Bay Packers coach is pissed. He just got done yelling at the coordinator. He got in his face, pointing his fingers and everything. That's the team I was facing. It's the longest running rivalry in National Football League. It's a 100-year rivalry.
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points.
They've both been in the league for since 1920.
Accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.
Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
And a different flow.
So for the Bears, the win means
I had 183 passing yards, 280 rushing yards, and I made them turn the ball over 8 times.
They drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Despite proved your worth, despite being injured, you willed your team to victory and may have won your coach over in the process. I hope so, because if not, I'll just transfer to a different team. There's no way.
People were buzzing after the game. I'd managed to play through the injury and look good doing it. I play to win, so the team's year-to-year success was foremost in my mind.
Wow. I mean, it really is incredible. Time and time again, You're called on to prove yourself, and every time you rise to the challenge.
I've always had to fight for my position, and I was fortunate this time I won. The experience reignited my passion for the game and my desire to be one of the best players in the league.